Hi guys, Debbie here, welcome to my channel or welcome back. So today's video is only going to be a little quick tutorial. I've been seeing all of the smoky dark kind of monochromatic grey, silver and black palettes that have been hitting the market, and I'm so tempted to get one. So this is my little attempt, and maybe to persuade you guys as well that you don't need to buy one. So I've decided to create a black and grey and kind of silver eye look using a palette that I think a lot of us own, so the Creepy Cute by Strobe. I know a lot of us in the colourful makeup community bought this one. It's an awesome palette. It's got one of the best blacks in there and one of the best greys, which I know a lot of people were like, this is a summer palette and it's got a lot of pastels in it, and didn't like the grey and the black for that. But that's what makes it such a versatile palette for me, and I love that Black Void and the Tombstone shade in here. So I'm going to use those as a base in my look. I'm also going to use a pigment as well. This one is by SugarPill and it's the shade Ghosted. So I'm going to do a bit of a halo eye, I think. So building up black and grey either side and then popping that in the centre. So fairly simple look, but I just wanted to inspire you just to use what you have and see if you can create some spooky black and greyness with either this palette or any black and grey that you've got, and a sparkly pigment would do the job. So I'll scoot you a little bit and we'll get started. So I've already primed my eyes using the MAC Painterly Paint pot, and I've done all the rest of my makeup, brows, etc. So I'm just going to go straight in with the eyes. So I'm going to go in with Tombstone first, just as my transition. Now this is quite a pigmented grey, so I'm going to need to be careful not to go too crazy with it, because I just really want a very light wash of that from inner to outer. I'm not worrying too much if it's gone onto my lids, which it has there, because that's going to be covered in any case. But just building up just from inner to outer, just to start off the look. As I say, this is not going to be anything revolutionary. I just wanted to play with these colours and just see if I can create something that stops me buying the ColourPop palette that I've got my eye on. So it's the 18th of October when I'm filming this, and I've not bought a single item of makeup in the whole of October, which, if you know me at all, you will know is quite a challenge for me, and I'm quite proud of myself that I've gotten to this far. I know it sounds ridiculous if you're not a makeup addict, but to me, and I am a makeup addict, I mean, let's be honest, it's not normal to buy 6 or 7 or even 10 eyeshadow palettes in a month. So that needs to definitely stop if I want to do other things in my life. And so I've really made a conscious effort this month to use what I have, and I've really enjoyed doing that. And I think I've got some amazing products in my collection, and I'm sure we all do, that will do the job just as well. So I'm not going to lie, that ColourPop palette is really interesting to me. That one and the Makeup Obsessions Black is the New Black, I think it's called. Both of those really do interest me because I love a monochromatic grey and black colour scheme. But I think I can create something of a similar vibe with these products, or lots of others that I have in my collection. I just chose these because they were at hand, really. This Creepy Cute palette is never far away. I'm reaching to it all the time. Okay, now I want to get some intensity on my inner and outer corners. So back in with Tombstone to start with, but a bit more of a packing brush. This one's the Exact Blend by Sigma, the E32. So I'm just going to pat that pigment on in the outer corner and inner corner. I'm going to leave the space in the middle free for the pigment to go. I'm bringing this a bit further in than I'm going to bring the black, if that makes sense. So I've then got something to blend the black into. And then smaller brush and the black shade Void. This is an A12 by Spectrum, and I'm just going to do little circular motions with that black, and I'm going to take my time to build up the pigment so I don't get fallout everywhere. This isn't a particularly fallout heavy palette, but whenever working with black I always think that's more of a risk than it is with a pale colour. So just building that up in the outer corner to start with. And then I'm building it up in the inner corner. Because I've gone on top of that grey, it's not showing as black as it might do, and that's a good thing because it gives me the chance to blend it in with that grey. Just taking a clean brush. This is the SK02, but from Suzanne Jackson, any brush, it wouldn't matter really. Just want to make sure I've got as seamless a blend around the edges as I can. It isn't too hard to achieve using grey. Okay, now for the pigment, it is quite a loose kind of situation. It's going to go everywhere if it hasn't got something to adhere to. So I'm going to go in with the glitter primer from Too Faced. Find that just to the centre, just as a spotlight there. And then I'm going to press the pigment on top of that glitter glue. And this is where you have to be careful, particularly if you're a contact lens wearer like me, so that you don't end up with a ton of sparkly pigment in your eyes. But it's such a beautiful pigment, it's worth the effort, I think. And I've not put any additional product on this brush, but this is the original brush that I used with the Tombstone shade, and I'm just going to blend just lightly on that top edge there, just to dust away any of the pigment that's gotten into my crease as such. Right, for my lower lash line I've got Grey Core from Linda Hallberg, and I'm just going to make a little false inner corner with that. And then I'm just going to set that in place with the grey, so with Tombstone again. And I've just got a flat definer brush just to do that, because I don't want this to blend out too far and get too crazy. Just in my very outer corners, I'm just going to take the brush I was using the black with, just to kind of blend that in. So I feel like I've got a little gap there and I'm not connecting up, so just going to sort that out. And then for that little shape I've made there in the corners, I'm going to go in with Ofra's Glazed Donut highlighter. It's the palest, whitest one I own, so I think it should show up there. Okay, so that's the eyes right now, so I'm just going to hop off camera just for a touch of liner. I'm only going to do just a trace of liner over my lids, put some mascara on and a lip for the look, and I'll be right with you with the finished look. Okay guys, so here's the finished look. So what do you think? Do I need to buy a monochromatic palette? I still want one, I'm not going to lie. I'll keep looking at them because it's totally my jam. But I hope anyway that I've proved that you can use other palettes that you've got, and you will have a black and a grey. Pretty certain that you will at least have a black. But there's quite a lot of palettes with greys in as well if you hunt through your collection. So I think if you've got something a little bit sparkly, maybe a silver pigment or even a foil shade or a shimmer shade in a silver, or even a lilac-y shade, because this one's pulling quite lilac on my lids, you could create something very similar to this. So the lipstick that I've paired it with is a new one for me. I don't think I've ever worn it in a video. I don't think I've ever worn it actually, because it is very unusual. But the shade is called Smoke, and it's one of the Anastasia Bullet lipsticks. I love these lipsticks for their staying power. If you like a lipstick that's on the drying side, but with staying power, then you'll like them. They're not a very creamy formula, but because of that, they stay put almost as long as a liquid lipstick. So I love them for that, and they're more comfortable than a liquid lipstick as well, but almost as long wearing, that's what I want to say. So it's an interesting combo, I think, to wear today. But I love how this one's turned out. This is totally my jam. I love this kind of colour scheme, a bit dark, a bit smoky, and a little bit sparkly. So hope you enjoyed watching it. Let me know down in the comments if you've got the Creepy Cute and if you might recreate something similar using it. I'd love to know. And if you did enjoy this video, then please give it a like. It does help me out and lets me know whether I'm on the right track with the content I'm putting out for you guys. If you're new here, I'd love it if you would consider to subscribe before you go. But other than that, guys, hope you're having a lovely day or night wherever you are, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.